Hey guys, it's me Lauren, and today I'm reacting to a YouTuber called Justin. He is a pedophile hunter, so he pretends to be about 11 or 12 or young online. He even does a kid's voice and everything all when he's talking to them on the phone. Basically hunts them down, gets the guards and everything else involved and all, and when the guards do everything else, he basically goes to court with them and shows them all the evidence and everything. So he has a new video, so today we're going to be reacting to his new video, so let's get started.
This is the world. We all live here. It sounds a little silly to hear somebody say something like that, doesn't it? Well, there are 7.4 billion people who inhabit this planet we call home. The one thing that's always amazed me about this place we call home is technology. Communication. Communication ties a lot of what we do together. Like anything else in life, it has its pros and it has its cons. Technology has helped advance us and even separate us.
Yeah.
And even make us targets to online predators and pedophiles.
And kids don't say that, unfortunately.
In California alone,
they really don't.
There's over 100,000
That's why they need so much protecting
sex offenders.
Online.
In all of the United States,
not even online. Can't even go outside your front door now. Don't know who's a pedophile.
An 11-year-old boy and chatted with a registered sex offender from Sacramento, California. I gave all of my evidence to the FBI. Over a year of chat conversation, voice recordings, and even Skype calls. This was the evidence that I'm about to show you.
State of them.
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Do you mind if we talk for a couple minutes?
It's another time. I'm just heading out.
It'll be extremely quick, I promise. It's just a question.
Okay.
So a couple months ago, you were talking to Christopher, if you remember.
Yeah.
But, like, I am Christopher. I'm the one that actually did the voice. It was me the whole time.
Oh, really?
And I'm curious,
Oh, really?
How old was he? How old did I pretend to be?
Oh. 11 and 12, something.
I was telling you that I was going to be going up with family to where, in your area, and you were naming off things you want to do in a hotel room sexually. You got to remember, I talked to you the whole time, every time. Because I remember you telling me that you're a convicted pedophile as well. So, that being said, you're not supposed to have any
contact with children
friendship with children whatsoever. So, being a convicted pedophile, you shouldn't have even entertained conversation. Am I right?
That was,
It was a bad move, right?
yeah.
And that's the one thing that pisses me off the most, is the fact that he knew the whole time that what he was doing was wrong. And by the fact of being a convicted pedophile and being on a sex registry, that should have been like alarm bells in his head, whether he was thinking he was going for friendship or whatever, that this was wrong. I mean, anybody in their logical mind knows that this is wrong. So how he felt that he could justify this for that long, like we talked for almost a year. And for him to say, oh, it was a bad mistake.
Fuck off.
It still gets to me this day that it's just a mistake to him.
I hunt pedophiles, meet them.
Oh, so if that was an actual about 11 or 12-year-old, you would have scarred them for life. But no, it's a big mistake. Fuck you.
Well, it shouldn't have been.
That's what I have to say.
It shouldn't have happened. And two, it's not me.
Yeah, but you explained sexual things that you wanted to do with him.
That was a mistake on my part.
A mistake, though, Carl, is, dropping eggs, walking home from the
chipping
market.
your tooth that you got done from the dentist. That's a mistake.
To an 11-year-old boy when
not talking to a child sexually. That's not a mistake.
That you want to have
that
sexual
means you are a
relations with
sick
him in a hotel
bastard.
Room. That's not a mistake.
And there he goes again, dropping that fucking word, mistake. Like, he knew the whole fucking time that what he was doing was wrong. Because in some of the voice conversations, in the hours and hours of recordings and stuff, and the Skype calls, because I put black tape over my camera and said that my camera wasn't working when I was pretending to be the 11-year-old boy that he thought he was talking to. He told me repeatedly that he knew that he could get shit for this, and that this was very wrong, and so on and so forth. So how the fuck he's still using that word, mistake?
I've already gone through the authorities on this, and I already told them there was a big mistake on my part. And
what do you mean you went through the authorities? You were actually contacted in regards to Christopher?
No, actually, a detective came and saw me.
What?
See me.
Yeah.
And he even said to me, as long as you can convince me that it was a big mistake, then he says I'll talk to the judge and I won't go any further.
So basically, a detective made a deal with you to not have anything happen in regards to Christopher.
My temper's just gone.
As long as I didn't pursue it any further.
Yeah. What stature of law enforcement do you say that was? Like just local police, or what was that?
That was the FBI.
The reason why that I was talking to this individual for so long was
fucking
the fact
FBI.
that after a short period of time, we figured out that he was a convicted pedophile and he was on the sex register in the United States. So we contacted the FBI, and the FBI was setting up the investigation. And next thing you know, we were turning all the information over to them, and they were saying basically to keep talking to him and to keep getting information and just keep relaying it to us. So that's hence the fact and why I didn't drive from Toronto, Ontario to California, Sacramento, where he lived, and confronted him, because that's what I wanted to do. But instead, I wasted the last 6 or 7 months just sending everything over to the FBI to have them disappear, as well as this convicted pedophile that you're seeing in this video, Carl. They both,
that is unbelievable.
Just one day, just disappeared.
That is unbelievable.
And that's hence the fact and why it's even taken so long to make this video, because I didn't know how to properly present this to you guys.
That's unreal. Oh, so the guy's name's David.
Right.
So basically, they informed you that,
and he works for the FBI. Again, are you kidding me right now? Really?
I can't believe that law enforcement would do something like that. I mean, you as a registered sex offender, you know that
you're not allowed
the damage
anywhere around
of this can do to young people, right?
Near play schools, you're not allowed near
so to have law enforcement
anywhere where there's children,
essentially
you shouldn't be allowed.
Technically sweep it under
that
the rug.
That means online as well.
What's your opinion on that?
Bullshit, my opinion.
I really don't have much of an opinion. I just think I would.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You're all the same.
From now on, it's never going to happen again.
Yeah, sure. That's what you all say.
What do you think you would have done if that little boy would have showed up in California, though, at that hotel? Be honest. It's all over with now, but I'm just
don't dodge the question. Answer. Be honest.
Probably nothing, because I tend to be like all talk and no action.
All talk and no action, eh?
No. That's what they all say.
Yeah.
You would have scarred that child for life if there was an actual child.
What you would have done to him in the hotel room with penetration and touching and licking and sucking his dick, and why would you explain all those things to what you thought was an 11-year-old boy? You're a convicted pedophile.
The only thing I can think of is that that's what he wanted to hear.
That's one of the worst excuses I think I've ever heard one of these guys use. He thinks that that's what the child wanted to hear. The 11-year-old child he thought he was talking to wanted to hear sexual things.
Oh Oh my
God. For the record, I'm not a pedophile. I'm just lonely. I mean, it doesn't matter if the person is my age or whatever.
You're not lonely.
What do you mean,
You're
or
just
whatever?
a sick bastard. Admit it.
My age or older. I mean, I'm just looking for a friend, and he just happened to come along.
Yeah, but friends don't talk about sexual things,
exactly.
Carl. I mean, especially when a friend is 11 years old.
I didn't think.
You didn't think.
Another excuse. More deluded bullshit.
You know what?
I let my mouth shoot off instead of using my brain.
But basically what you said earlier, though, is that Dave and that other FBI agent basically told you, you know, if you don't do it again, you don't keep talking to the kid, that you're free to go, right?
They said it could happen. They didn't say it would happen, and that's just the way it went down. I mean.
So, like, what's happening? Are they still in contact with you? Like, are you in trouble?
No. After a long investigation, they gave him my stuff back, and that was it.
So basically, after all that, almost a year of correspondence with a convicted pedophile and correspondence with the FBI, both parties disappeared one day. And I was basically left scratching my head, emailing the FBI asking what's going on, and I got no response. I even, a few months after that, tried contacting the convicted pedophile, Carl, as Christopher, 11 years old, and I got no response. It's been a few months now, like at least maybe 6 months, and now I'm deciding to upload this video. This whole thing took place last year, and I'm completely dumbfounded by the fact that nothing was done. I mean,
disgraceful.
Everything was concrete.
Absolutely disgraceful. Evidence and everything. Nothing was done about it.
Pretty much the best I've ever done. That I've ever extracted and gathered, and it was all presented professionally and lawfully, and everything was perfect. But they did nothing. So what's your opinion on this? I'd like to know. If you watched the whole video, I want to thank you.
There should have been something done about it.
You can subscribe to the channel.
He should be in prison right now. Or better,
videos,
even better, getting tortured.
I want to thank you for anybody that watched.
Being a sick bastard. Final thoughts on the video, guys, is that I'm actually dumbfounded myself, like Justin, and shocked that something like this can happen. And now that guy is out there somewhere, God knows where, doing God knows what. But anyway, at least it's all out over the internet and everybody knows how much of a sicko he is. But I didn't get to say it in the video, but with him doing that, saying all his mistakes, and the FBI agent letting him go, to all the people out there who are victims of people like that, that is a huge slap in the face, letting someone like that go. And I think it's an absolute disgrace, and there should have been something done about it when there was concrete evidence to support that he is a pedophile and that he was having contact with a child when he shouldn't have, even though it was the pedophile hunter. It still shows. He's put down on sex offenders list and everything. He's told that he can't be near children, he can't go to schools, can't go to parks, can't be around children, all. That means online as well. And the nerve of him to actually go online and think that he's talking to an 11-year-old child. It's just, my temper is still up here, by the way. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.